Hello everyone, this is Neha from ITFT Finishing School Network, and earlier I had a talk on what are the different selling techniques, what are the different selling skills. In the earlier session I have taken some of the selling skills that are really very important when we have to sell a product in the market. Now I'll be continuing with the more of some selling skills that are really required at the end of the retailer to persuade selling. Selling is an art of a retailer and the customer is the ultimate goal a seller has to reach. एक seller को किस तरीके से अपने product को अपने customers तक पहुंचाना है, what are the different things, what are the skills that they require when they have to talk to the customer, what are the different roles that a retailer has to play whenever a product is to be greeted, is to be offered to a customer. So we need certain skills, certain importances of the different things, the product knowledge that we need to have at the time we need to sell a product. The different things that a retailer has to go with is the selling skills. Let us start with our presentation further on selling skills that a retailer has to go with whenever a product is to be sold in the market. The next is, in my earlier sessions, I have discussed all the points that are required by a seller in order to sell a product to a customer. What are the different skills? The skills are actually dependent on first of all, the pre-sale preparation, beforehand preparation that the seller has to go with. मेरे पास कितनी चीजें already होनी चाहिए, कितने products मेरे पास होने चाहिए, what are the correct product knowledge that I need to have, what are the different departments that my retail store is dealing in, what are the from my prospects, how I have to induce my customers, what are the different unique products that my retail store is offering. These are the certain pre-sale preparation things जो कि retailer को पता होना चाहिए before selling a product. Next is opening the sales. सेल्स को ओपन करने के लिए, सेल्स को शुरू करने के लिए वी नीड टू ग्रीट आवर कस्टमर्स. उनको ग्रीट कैसे करना है? प्रोग्रेशन विल बी डन व्हेन वंस द ओपनिंग इज डन. जब हम एक बार सेल्स को शुरू कर लेते हैं, एक बार सेलिंग कैसे करनी है, कैसे प्रोडक्ट्स को पहुंचाने हैं, हम जब वो एक बार कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं, देन वन द सेल इज initiated, then we call it as the progression of the sales. Progression में we have to be very definite on the things that we are telling to our customer. We need to know whatever we are telling to our customer, we need to be very firm on that. We should be having right knowledge of whatever we are conveying. If there is any kind of advertisement in the newspaper about our retail store, then we should be well aware of all such things. These include all the things that have been taken in the progression of sales. There is a sales presentation that now I will be taking my next topic, that is sales presentation. Sales presentation is how we need to present ourselves whenever we are dealing with our customers. Presentation is how we are telling our customers about our product, about our store, about the different things that we are dealing in. These are certain things that every retailer has to go with. The sales presentation is, since we are not only presenting ourselves whenever we are selling, we are presenting the image of the organization, the image of the retail store that we are actually selling in. So we need to know what are the pros and cons of dealing with the customers, and if we are talking in a good way, then how they will be yielding good for us. And if we are not telling them the right solution for their problems, it means we are not doing both with our organization. So in order to prove your product, the best product, and proving your retail store the best amongst all, we need to be very well presented ourselves. And it is like a process of tying of the two areas, wherein the knowledge of the store, जितने भी sections हैं हमारे, merchandise departments हैं, customer कितने तरह के होते हैं, हमारे पास कितना स्टॉक अवेलेबल है, कितना डिस्प्ले है ऑलरेडी मैगजीन्स में, एंड द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंटली हमें प्रोडक्ट नॉलेज होनी चाहिए. These all things must be covered in the sales presentation, and we can also include the different customer needs. Customer को actual में क्या चाहिए, what are his likes and what are his dislikes, वो हमसे कैसा प्रोडक्ट एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है, व्हाट इज हिज चॉइस ऑफ accepting a product, and the most important is the buying motives. Is he really ready for the buying of a product, or he's just looking for a product, he's not actually interested in buying a product. These are the certain things जो कि हमें right information देती है customer को that he needs a product or not, and it may help in making the buying decision worth. So the process of sales presentation is जब हम इन सब चीजों को, एक प्रोडक्ट के लिए नॉलेज होना, स्टोर की नॉलेज होना, द वेरियस सेक्शंस दैट वी आर डीलिंग इन, हमें वी नीड टू हैव knowledge of that. Merchandise kept in them, we need to know what kind of products that we have in stock, overstock, and those who are under stock and those who are not available in our store. Inventory, the stock that is there available in the store. How we have display, what is the visual merchandising, what is the art of applying different themes in the store. Then what are the different likes, a customer needs kya hai, customer ki likes kya hai, customer ki dislikes kya hai, what are the different expectations uh, of the person, those who are there to buy our product. These are certain sales presentation techniques, the skills that a retailer has to be with. Only then a retailer will be able to offer the best to the people, those who are there to buy a product. It is a series of steps which actually involve sales presentation. Sales को present करने के लिए, sales को अच्छे से अपने आप को present करने के लिए अपने customer को, we need to link the product feature and the customer needs, wants, and of course to his buying motives. हमें जो product एक customer देख रहा है, if we can ask them what are you actually looking for, what purpose you actually wanted. So definitely if a person is not that much of indecisive, then definitely he'll try to say that yes, I need it for this particular purpose. So at that time, for example, a customer is asking that I need a very good apparel for this my particular upcoming function ahead. So at that time जो retailer है उसको पता होना चाहिए कि मुझे किस तरह से जो उस product को और customer की needs और wants को एकदम से match करना है, so that he may think that yes, this is the right product for me. So reading the customer minds is really the questions likely to cross customers mind is again very very important. We need to know कि customer के mind में उस time पर that yes, whether he is seeking importance in whatever I am asking the customer, whatever we are suggesting the customer, is customer taking it positively or not. So we should know that कि customer उसको कैसे ले रहा है, क्या वो उसको positively ले रहा है, is he happy with the things that we are offering him. अगर वो खुश नहीं है हमारे product से, हमारी options available से, then we can definitely try to show him entirely a different product which may be actually suitable as per his needs. So translate करना हमारे facts को हमारी into the benefit, जो real facts हैं उसको customer के benefit से match करना, और एक रिटेलर की, एक सेलर की उस टाइम पर आर्ट होती है कि वो कैसे एक प्रोडक्ट की नीड्स को मैच करता है कस्टमर की नीड्स से, और तभी एक कस्टमर को लगता है यस, नाउ आई कैन बाय अ product. So this is how that different products can be translated into the benefits of a customer. We need to talk about the different benefits and not of the technicalities that are involved in that product. And technical things are really not easy to understand. For example, customer has bought a microwave for his home, and later when the microwave was there established, a person there came to give a demo. If a person at that time is telling all the technical things involved in that particular processing of that and the usage of that microwave, it definitely will give a wrong image, since you'll think I'm not in need of buying this since it is a very technical thing, I cannot use it. So at that time, it is the art of a retailer to first of all guide a customer about the regular usage and how he can use a regular a product, and then later if anything is needed, you can talk me later and on the things that they'll be requiring. So developing an appropriate entry point for product presentation, which range to show first and then convey the value through प्रोडक्ट हैंडलिंग। प्रोडक्ट को कैसे हैंडल करना है, हमें कैसे प्रोडक्ट को आपने यूज करना है, इसमें कौन कौन से अच्छे फीचर्स हैं जिससे कि हमारा कस्टमर सबसे ज्यादा अट्रैक्ट हो सकता है। कस्टमर कई बार टेक्निकल चीजों से इतनी जल्दी अट्रैक्ट नहीं होता है, रादर वो अब्यूज हो जाता है, बट रादर इफ वी टेल customer that yes, these are the certain good points that are available in our product, and definitely a customer will seek that yes, this is the right product for me. So it is just कि हम किस तरीके से अपनी प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहे हैं, किस तरीके से हम अपने प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में बता रहे हैं, हम उनको समझा रहे हैं, only then customer will be able to have all such things available. Next is objection handling. Objection is whenever at times, for example, a seller was selling a product, he was trying to bifurcate upon the different features that are there in a product, but at the same time, there was one objection wherein the customer might have thought that no, this is not a feature that is attached to this particular product. At that time, we need to handle that situation. And for example, the other time, maybe I had sold a product to a customer, but later on the customer find that that product was not sufficient, was not actually with the usage of his need, as per his need, it was not required. So he may think that I should now return this product, and at the time he may think that I was guided wrongly earlier, I was not able to decide upon what should I want, but at that time that person has really guided me to buy this product, but this was not at all of my usage. तो उस time पर हमें किस तरीके से उस customer से handle करना है. If a customer has came back to buy, to sell a product, to resell, to return the product back to our store, at that time it is very very important for a retailer कि उसको पता होना चाहिए कि मैंने उस time पर उस customer से कैसे बात करनी है, how I'm going to handle such situations, how the different handling objections should be handled at that time from the retailers. रिटेलर को नए ऑफर्स बताने चाहिए, उनको डिस्काउंट्स दे देने चाहिए और उनको नई ऑफरिंग्स दे देनी चाहिए उस टाइम पर, ताकि हम अपना जो कांटेक्ट है, जो बॉन्ड है अपने कस्टमर से, वो खराब ना कर पाए. सिंस पॉजिटिव पॉइंट्स will not reach towards the entire public rapidly, but yes, if anything is negative happen in a store, a customer will definitely tell it to all of their colleagues or their friends or whomsoever they are dealing on daily basis. So objection handling karna is again very very important. It is one of the very crucial for the sales associate to realize ki what are the different importances of objections. These are after all the stepping stones होते हैं जो कि हमें help करते हैं sales को क्लोज करने के लिए. अगर एक ऑब्जेक्शन किसी कस्टमर ने रेस कर दिया है, इट मींस कस्टमर एक चांस दे रहा है कई बार कि यस नाउ इट इज द टाइम टू कन्विंस हिम अबाउट द प्रोडक्ट जो कि हम उसको सेल कर रहे हैं, और द प्रोडक्ट ही इज ट्राइंग टू एक्वायर द इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफ. सो इसके अंदर कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं जो हमें पता होना चाहिए whenever we are dealing with the objections, with the problems of the customers. कौन कौन से ऐसे objections हैं जिससे हमने डील करना है. फर्स्ट इज द रीजंस फॉर ऑब्जेक्शंस, कि ऐसे ऑब्जेक्शंस होते क्यों हैं. कई क्वेरीज ऐसी होती हैं प्रोडक्ट की जो अनसॉल्व रह जाती है, वी आर नॉट एबल टू, हम पहले से उन क्वेरीज को अच्छे से सॉल्व नहीं कर पाते, हम उनको अच्छे से उस बारे में बता नहीं पाते अर्लियर, एंड नाउ वी थिंक दैट वी शुड टेल देम कि हाँ ये प्रॉब्लम्स थी हमारे प्रोडक्ट में. और कस्टमर कई बार अनडिसाइडेड रह जाता है, उसको पता नहीं चलता कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट ही वाज अर्लियर लुकिंग एंड नाउ ही वांट्स टू मेक अ बाइंग डिसीजन प्रॉपर. So about making a buying decision properly, and earlier he was not able to do that. At that time certain objections may occur. Even the salesperson, his attitude, his behavior can also cause objection from the customer. कई बार जो सेल्स पर्सन होता है, he's not of a good attitude, he might be having something wrong in the early morning, and the moment the customer was there, he depicted like he is only the responsible person for that. So these are certain objections that may rise at the point of purchase. So retailer has to handle all such problems very properly ताकि ऐसी प्रॉब्लम जो है रिलेटेड टू ऑब्जेक्शंस जो है ज़्यादा फर्दर स्ट्रेच ना हो, एंड वी शुड क्लोज देम द मोमेंट दे आर अराइज। रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू ऑब्जेक्शन सबसे पहले है कि हमने इन पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम्स को, जैसे कि हमने अभी बात किया कि कस्टमर आता है, उसको कुछ प्रॉब्लम लगती है कि ये प्रोडक्ट जो मैंने खरीदा था, इट वाज नॉट सच एफिशिएंट, it was having certain problems involved, I was not able to find the right product for me that I was looking for, so I don't want it anymore. So the person might have came back to return the product to our store. At that time it is art of a retailer how to handle such situations. उस situation को handle कैसे करना है, we need to keep certain things in our minds. First of all, we should listen carefully to the objection. We shouldn't interrupt in between. जब एक customer हमें बता रहा है what are the different problems that he has encountered while using the product, or he has encountered while the different features were told but actually were not there. So whatever the problem is, first of all we should listen with very calmly, and the second is to remain calm. We need to have patience, listen and respond with very positive manner. We cannot say no, you have bought it, no, it is your product, I cannot solve your problem. But yes, there can be certain situations when the product is of no more usage either to the company, to the entire store, or to the customer, then it is a problem of uh, that it is a problem that need to be taken care. But at time जब हमें ऐसा लगता है कि एक बहुत छोटी सी जनरल सी बात है, तो definitely we should make our customer satisfied first, and only then we should look for anything else. Never interrupt. कस्टमर जब हमें अपनी बात बता रहा है, अपनी प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस कर रहा है, वी शुड नेवर इंटरप्ट इन बिटवीन कि वो कैसा प्रोडक्ट चाहता है, उसको क्या चाहिए हमसे, व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम दैट पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इज फेसिंग व्हाइल यूजिंग अ प्रोडक्ट. सो वी शुड ऑलवेज थिंक दैट यस, कैसी भी प्रॉब्लम है, कुछ भी है, वी शुड नेवर इंटरप्ट. रीस्टेट द ऑब्जेक्शन फ्रेज्ड एज अ क्वेश्चन. हमें रीस्टेट करनी है ऑब्जेक्शन को एज अ क्वेश्चन. डू यू रियली थिंक दैट दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम विद दिस प्रोडक्ट? आर यू श्योर दैट यू हैव एनकाउंटर्ड these sort of things while using a product? So these are certain examples that yes, we can make us sure that yes, this is the problem. Empathize with the customer, then we can say not a problem sir, not a problem ma'am, definitely we'll take your product and definitely we'll solve it, don't worry, just relax and we'll look forward to it. So these are the certain examples which can help a retailer, जो कि हेल्प कर सकते हैं रिटेलर को उसकी कस्टमर्स को उसकी प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने में. एंड इट इज द रिटेलर ओनली हु हैज टू सॉल्व, द कस्टमर विल नॉट बी देयर टू सॉल्व आवर प्रॉब्लम्स. We need to solve the customer's problem, and so we have to. It was our product, may have turned obsolete, may have broken, may it was not the need of the customer. Whatever the situation is, retailer has to manage each and everything very patiently, very calmly, without any interruption. Listening carefully to all the objections being stated. Seek the customer's agreement from your response. Customer actual में क्या चाहता है, उसका किस तरह का agreement हुआ था पहले हमारे response से पहले. So we should understand all such points, and then only the objections can be handled. हैंडलिंग ऑब्जेक्शंस में कुछ मेथड्स हैं, जैसे कि हम कहते हैं yes but we should avoid it. The superior point means the superior point method is, हम कई बार ऐसा अपने आप को फॉर्म कर चलते हैं, yes whatever I am telling is the right thing, so we should actually avoid such things. So these are the certain points which can be taken care while handling the objections. Since एक कस्टमर जब भी शॉप पर हमारे रिटर्न लेकर आता है, गिफ्ट को रिटर्न करता है, देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स जो कि हम एनकाउंटर करते हैं एट द टाइम ऑफ return. When a customer has came back, we should understand the problem. We should know that what a customer actually wants from us. Maybe he was not easily adjusted with the different product that we have asked him to buy. So at that time we should understand that yes, now we have sold a product, or even if we have not induced the need in the customer's mind at that time, still even he has bought a product, that time we should understand, and we shouldn't destroy the name of the goodwill of our firm, and rather it is the company that is going to bear its cost. So customer handling and objection handling are really two tough jobs which every retailer has to go with, and that too with a lot of patience, with a lot of empathy, with a lot of success factors around. Moving ahead, क्लोजिंग द सेल. सेल को क्लोज कैसे करना है अब हमने अभी तक ये बात की थी कि सेल्स प्री सेल्स कैसे मैनेज करनी है, प्रिपरेशन कैसे करनी है सेल्स की, क्लोजिंग सेल्स को ऑब्जेक्शंस को कैसे हैंडल करना है, किस तरीके से सेल्स को प्रेजेंट करना है. These are the certain points that we have discussed so far, and now we'll be taking care how we need to close the sales. Closing the sales is जब हम अपनी sales को बंद करते हैं, हम सोचते हैं that yes, now it has been done. Closing is when the customer is now ready to buy a product, he's just leaving on the cash counter, is paying, and now at that time, what kind of bond a retailer has to create with the customer? Definitely, I'll see you again, sir. We'll have certain more options for you. If you'll come to us, we'll be giving you certain more discounts. And in the next month, we foresee the new offers are coming, the new promotions are coming in our store only, that will be available. So definitely looking forward to see you again. So these are certain things that may help in closing the sales, and at the time is it is pre-opening the next time sale at the same time. Closing the sale is very, very important. To reiterate the point that the aim of the opening any sale is to close it. Like there are certain things जिसमें जो कि हम इसमें involve करते हैं. The first step in closing the sale is the buying signals from the customer, both in the form of verbal as well as the non-verbal signals, like the customer flexing the shoe, check the quality of the leather and conveying approval. So these are certain things जो कि help करती हैं हमें जानने में कि हाँ हमारा customer हम सारे product से खुश है या नहीं है, is he satisfied with the product or not. So these are certain signals जो help करते हैं हमें जानने में कि हमारा product जो है वो कितना effective है. So these are the closing sales that are required by the customer. कई टेक्निक्स ऐसी हैं, एक तो डायरेक्ट क्लोज कर देना, shall I pack this up sir, would you like to buy this kurta, shall I make the bill. So these are the direct close techniques which usually are not used, but yes, we can use it if we think that the customer is taking a long time. At that time we may provoke him that yes, this is done sir. So next time the next technique is the assumption close. Assume kar lena ki now it is really, how do you wish to pay for this sir. So these are the assumptions that we can think that yes, now it is to be closed. The limited choice close, जब हम कहते हैं कि like which will it be sir, which one is the product that you are looking for sir, is this one, is that this one. So these are the certain limited choice close techniques when we are giving the customer a limited positive choice to make the buying decision easier more. So when the customer is not able to make up his mind, then we say like which will be it sir. So these are certain closing the sales techniques which may help a retailer to know कि वो किस तरह का product खरीद रहा है, and now he is realizing that yes, he's taken so long or he has taken very less time and realize that it's time to go back now and buy the product after buying the product. So there is suggestions close होती हैं जब हम for instance, may I suggest you go for black trousers since it can be worn with just about every color. So these are the suggestions close. जब हम सोचते हैं कि हम suggest कर देते हैं like customer को that maybe he'll be looking for this kind. Summary closes, shall I pack this up for you? Shall I pack up this for you, sir? So these are the summary close. Entire summarize कर जब हम offer कर देते हैं. Isolation is like for example, whenever the salesperson shortlists 2 to 3 more suitable items and then by eliminating brings it down only one final choice. तब हम उस time पर that is a stage wherein the customer has choiced many things but finalized only one thing. Next is the urgency or impending close. It is like the sir The buy two get one free offer is valid only for this week, so you can buy certain more. It will not be available in the next week. So this is the impending clause or the urgency clause, things which actually alarm the customer to buy the product at the same hand. So these are the certain closing the sale techniques, and so far I have discussed all the selling skills that are required at the end of a customer, at the end of a retailer. A retailer should imbibe all the selling skills with all the selling people, those who are dealing directly with the customers. It is very, very important for a retailer to actually tell each and every service people, each and every retailer, those who are dealing in direct contact with the customers, to know what are actually they dealing in. उनको किस तरह का product sale करना है, उनको कैसे present करना है, what are the different merchandising things that they have to take care of, what are the different themes that they need to involve in their store. So these are the different types of selling skills that we have discussed in our video, in our session 64. This was the end of my session. We'll continue to show you certain more sessions in my next sessions. I would like to share one video with you which will be actually telling that how selling is really the most important part of retailing. Let us have a look on this video.
Hi there, Matt Boyle here, and I want to share with you what I believe is the most important step in any selling situation. With the current uncertainty in many parts of our economy, the changes caused to the buyer's journey thanks to the internet, and increased competition from both local and overseas sources, it's a skill that is more important today than ever before. I see so many people skip over this step, ignore it, or go about it just the wrong way, which leaves them saying, please buy from me, whilst chasing after prospects who are only interested in the best price or won't make a decision. But when you pay attention to this step, you're stacking the cards heavily in your favour, creating a situation where selling becomes easy, where your time and expertise are valued, and the prospects are far more concerned with what you're going to do for them rather than your best price. I'm talking about what anyone who's ever been to a sales seminar would probably refer to as qualification, although I'd much rather refer to as understanding your prospect's needs. Because I believe to do this step properly, you need to go a lot deeper than just understanding their suitability to purchase your products. There's 3 stages in understanding your prospect's needs that if you guide them through this before you begin to sell to them, your chances of closing a sale will increase dramatically. The first stage in understanding is you've got to probe for problems. You've got to find what it is that is agitating your prospects. The next step is you then need to magnify this pain and make it real for them. And then the final step is you need to have them put their hand up and say, hey, please help me with that. And when you've done that, then your prospects become ready to hear your messages, become receptive to it, and it'll be far more likely to see the value that you offer. So you obviously know what you're selling. But when it comes down to this battle of should I or shouldn't I buy, that will inevitably race through your prospects' minds. You need to know why you're selling this to them if you've got any chance of helping them overcome it and get what they really want. They need to know what the payoff will be once they've bought from you. And this process of understanding their needs is going to help bring this to the surface. When done properly, you're building a frame that your prospects will view your entire sales presentation through, keeping them focused on the value that you're offering them and leading them through a journey that's going to make it easy for them to buy from you. I'd always considered myself good at sales, but it was when I added these 3 steps to my sales process that my business exploded, increasing my sales from $60,000 a year to $60,000 a month in just 9 months. So I've got a question for you. How would you like your sales to explode over the next 69 months? Well, I've put this exact formula that I used in my business to take it from 60 grand a year to 60 grand a month and put it into a simple, easy to follow process that anyone can use with the same results. I'll let you know more about the program in the next couple of days, but for now I've run out of time. I've got another video coming up for you in the next couple of days, which is called Presenting for Profit. I'll send that through to you soon. In the meantime, if you did want to take advantage of a free 30-minute strategy and implementation session with me and see how we can get to the bottom of the problems facing your sales team, follow the link through below and we can see if there's any time available for you. This is Matt Boyle. I'll see you.
So this was all about the session on selling skills. I'll end up with the selling skills in this session. In the next session, we'll be discussing on the different showcases that retailing is dealing in. Thank you for today.